Yo, I can create my own chants in this game?
Rolls it up. 19-footer made by Williams.
That's hilarious. I love it. College basketball video games are a thing of the past. College Hoops 2K8 and EA's NCAA March Madness 2010 are the last two college basketball games we have seen from any studio. During the height of March Madness this season, I decided to pop open a can of nostalgia and play some College Hoops 2K8 and re-explore what this game had to offer. And I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of high quality content buried inside of this game, paired with fluid gameplay and an extremely surprisingly in-depth Dynasty mode. We'll dive into all of it in just a moment. Don't forget to check the timestamps if there's something in particular that you're curious about, and remember to leave a thumbs up or a comment below. So if you're interested in exploring or re-exploring this incredible game with me, sit back, relax, and enjoy. All right, here we go. Launching 2K8 now. I'm pumped. Love this intro into the TV hallway of, I guess, what looks like the arena or maybe the locker room. All right, that's cool. Hell yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, listen to this. We got the Jam You Fight song going on.
Hi there, everyone.
All right, just a couple minutes in, I forgot how fun it was to not have shot meters in basketball games. It's been so long, and it's kind of nice having a clean screen to look at and just base it off of the player's shooting rhythm. I love it. Yo, how many three-pointers is this guy gonna hit? Is this for real? Bro, there is no way the PC just constantly makes three-point shots. This is insane. All right, well, we got beat. This guy just went off for George Mason. George Mason just hit all their threes. Oh my god. All right, let's just check out what else the game has to offer. Create a Player has a lot of fun stuff to it. The face models are terrible, but what do you expect? It's 2007. Oh, this is cool. So when I win all of these trophies,
psych,
those trophies will go in here. I can unlock stadiums, different awards. Okay, so the shrine is more like NHL 2K7 Skybox than it is the NFL 2K5 cribs, which is cool. I like it. I can't wait to visit this later when I've won some games and started unlocking some things. This is dope. 2K8 also has a mode called the skill games, so I can come in here and practice my shuttle runs at the end of practice. Nice. Hey, sweet. I actually unlocked an achievement for that. So there's various drills you can actually do in here, like free throws, passing the ball, shooting from different spots on the court. There's also a dribble obstacle course, and I definitely need to work on my dribbling. I guess art imitates life. These drills are cool, actually. This is like a nice little mini game to break up the flow of just playing basketball games. Plus, you can challenge your friends. You can challenge the CPU. This is very well thought out. It's not just like a gimmick of drills modes, but there was actually some thought put into this, and you can unlock some achievements and some awards too. Let's go. I can customize my own school. We're gonna have to create our own school here. Hold on. All right, so there's a town I drive through from New York City to Harrisonburg called Charlottesville. Yes, Charlottesville. It cracks me up every time. I've been doing this drive for like 5+ years now, and every time I see the exit sign for Charlottesville, I just laugh. It's hilarious. So we're gonna make our school name Charlottesville University. And then our nickname has got to be the Cheese Curds, because I always stop at the Sheetz right outside of Charlottesville, and I get 2 hot dogs for $1 and some fried cheese curds, and the cheese curds are amazing.
I mean, if they give me one right now, tear it up live.
Sheetz over Wawa. If you don't think so, fight me in the comments. I didn't expect Charlottesville to be in here, but Allentown is actually pretty close by, so let's go ahead and pick Allentown as our city. And wow, you can actually customize the court quite a bit from the paint. You can choose the interior spots of the three-point line. You can change the line colors. You can change the color of the floor on the out of bounds area. You can do a lot here. This is pretty intense. Y'all know me, I love customization in video games, I always have. It's just fun to make it your own, you know? I love when games let me customize my players and let me customize my teams. I can choose a mascot, I can choose a fight song. This is awesome, man, I love it. All right, what else does this game have to offer? I can create custom chants. Oh boy, this is gonna be dope. All right, so you can create chants by selecting various sounds like letters or words, and then you can combine them together. You can even use instrument sounds and change the length. This is actually pretty in depth. I wasn't expecting all of this. You know, you can actually mess with this quite a bit. And this is cool too. After I create a chant, I can then assign it to various scenarios in the game, like when I hit a three-pointer or when the other team fouls me. I can even make JMU specific chants that only get assigned to those scenarios with JMU, or I can create chants that are applicable to all teams. Wonder if I can do a taunting chant like like a warm the bus up or something. Let's see. Let's play around with it.
39 seconds left in the first half.
Wow, look at that. They're chanting we're up by 20. I made the thing say that it has to be up by 20 points, and sure enough, here we go. We start hearing warm the bus up in the crowd. I love it, dude. That is sick. The gameplay took me a minute to get used to, but it's fun, it's fast. The players are responsive to your joystick movements, and they aren't bogged down by heavy animations, which that means it doesn't look as nice, but it actually plays very well and super responsive. This is a fun game. I'm enjoying this. Let's go, the steal and the dunk on the fast break. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, let's go. Legacy mode, aka Dynasty mode. So legacy mode, I can do a career legacy or an open legacy. Open legacy lets you create your coach and make him as good as you want and pick any team you would like to coach for. Basically, it just gives you like free control. Career legacy means you can create a coach also, but you only have 5 attribute points you can spend at the beginning, and you're limited to some pretty awful schools. This is perfect for those who want to grind from the bottom and work their way to the top. And from what I understand is in either legacy mode you choose, it's 40 seasons that you get to play. Fairly solid for a 2007 video game if you ask me, that you have 40 years of franchise to play. And hopefully that should be enough time to build my team from the ground up, or just build myself up and transfer over to the big boys. All right, let's see. There's a ton of bad teams to choose from in this list. JMU isn't in here, so that's good, I guess, you know. Although I was kind of hoping I could coach for JMU. Oh, no way. Oh, that's so... Okay, so St. Francis is actually one of my video clients I work with regularly. They don't have sports anymore, unfortunately. I think they got rid of sports like around COVID. Oh, but that's... Wow, that's really cool to see him in here. No way. I might have to do a St. Francis legacy mode. That'd be fun. So like, for example, here's something I made for them the other week.
We're in the best place in New York City, the Big Apple.
That's not all of it, just a glimpse, but yeah, I do a lot of like video and photo work for them. Let's see. I could also just pick the worst team in here. Let's see, who's the worst team in this game? Looks like it's South Carolina Upstate. Never heard of them. It's the worst ranked team by a long shot. Their record is 0-0, which is weird. Everyone else has a record. I wonder if they're new. All right, let's look them up. All right, South Carolina Upstate. 1967 is when they were established. Let's see. Oh, they're a new D1 team. So 2007, they moved to Division 1. They were like a Division 2 school. And to this day, they have yet to qualify for the NCAA tournament. I think we might have to do this. Like, this would be a fun story. All right, now it's time to assign my skill points. Now, I know ahead of time that I get to hire 2 coaches to my staff. So my strategy that I'm going to do here is I'm going to go heavy with charisma. I'm going to do a slight little bump to discipline, but my reasoning behind this is I'm a new coach at a small school, and I'm going to need to convince these kids to pick my school over another university. And scouting would be good, but that's more about like assessing a prospect's skills. And I think I'll hire a coach for that. So I'm going to be the charismatic leader that sells them on the school. And then once they're at the school, use my charisma to, you know, keep the locker room happy, right? So I'll hire a scouting coach. C+ is the highest I see here. And then I'll hire my second coach with a C+ on offense and a C+ on defense. That's the best rated there. So that coach is going to be focused on training. The other coach is going to be focused on scouting. And I'll be there to basically as like the motivator, essentially. All right, preseason is here. We have summer high school basketball. Really? All right, cool. I can like pick high school players that I'm gonna want to scout. I can add them to my recruiting board. And all right, I'm gonna order them by interest, and I'm gonna start picking all the 2- and 3-star players I can find with like decent interest in our school. And cool, we can actually play these summer high school games. So playing or coaching a game is going to give us a bonus of 40 recruit points for the season, which is good to know. There's like 20 games, so you can send the games and move on if you like, but if you decide to coach or play, you'll receive a total of 800 recruiting points, which I think that might be big. I don't know, it sounds like a lot, but I have no idea what the recruiting is going to be like. And a fun little tip, coaching games still get you the 40 points. So if you have something to do, like, you know, you got to do the dishes or you can vacuum, you can basically just let the game play itself while you do whatever you need to do off on the side. And then you still get those points. All right, so I'm honestly, guys, I'm getting like really invested in this game. And I'm never even gonna make this video because I'm gonna play all 20 of these games and scout these players in these high school games. So we're gonna leave this save. I'm gonna make a second save for this YouTube video. We're gonna go with St. Francis, skip ahead to the regular season, and we get a cool little like preseason video we can watch. Let's check this out.
At the anchor desk with my partner Clark Kellogg, bringing you the 2K Sports Season Preview Show. These are the top 5 teams in college hoops.
All right, this is awesome, man. So essentially, they give us like a lowdown on the top 25 teams, some of the like the top prospects that we should look out for, and all that stuff. That's cool. And then now that we're in the regular season, we can actually start recruiting these players. I can text them, email them, call, ask for their game film, all of that stuff. And all of these actions take up weekly points. I'm not sure where the time factor is coming in. I haven't really figured out this whole time component, but I have noticed that various recruiting activities just take up more points. I really love the ease of access to everything in the menus. It's a welcoming experience compared to many modern sports games with like confusing menus and entering and exiting sub-menus repeatedly. College Hoops 2K8 makes great use of tabs so you can get all the information you need in the same screen. This is nice. College Hoops 2K8 also allows you to change your team and specific players' training routine. So when it comes to training, I can actually choose up to 3 areas of focus and customize it on a weekly basis as to how I see fit and which categories I would like to see my team or players improve upon. If you don't want to go all in on individual players and setting your entire roster individually, you can set your team's overall training methods, which then applies those to everybody. You also get 2 bonus drills a week, which depending on your performance grants a full bonus attribute right away. So it depends on the player that you're using in the drill and like what skill category that drill is in. But if you hit the score required, their attribute point in that skill level will actually just improve immediately.
Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Greg Gumbel here with my partner Clark Kellogg. Coming up on College Hoops tonight, we'll break down all the big names of the week, as well as preview some of the big-time matchups that we'll be seeing across the land in the next week of College Hoops.
And just like 2K5, there's a weekly wrap-up show that gives you highlights from big games like this upset against Michigan State, where we get to hear about that and see some highlights, or they name drop a player who put up 39 points. Wow. Honestly, Legacy Mode is everything you could ask for in a college basketball game right now, and I don't believe it was fully appreciated enough by the masses back in the day. I definitely didn't appreciate it enough, but exploring this game now, I have to say, if you're looking for a college hoops experience with like in-depth recruiting and player training and a good franchise mode, I mean, this has got to be high on your priority list of games to get your hands on. You know, find a local store, use an emulator, like I don't care, but this is a really fun game, man. You can even set up your own March Madness tournament and then play March Madness all the way through. It's not called March Madness because EA has that license. This is the Pontiac tournament, but it's, you know, we all know what it is. And you never know, you might see a 16 upset a 1. Like, oh man, I'm loving this game. College Hoops 2K8 is fun. The nostalgia is real, man. It's throwing me back. I'm playing my 360 all weekend, all throughout March Madness. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more Legacy Mode content for South Carolina Upstate. I can turn it into a mini series. Let me know if you want to see what happens with that franchise. That's it for me. This is Throwback Thursdays on Wildline Games. More throwbacks coming up. So stay tuned and let me know in the comments if you're going to check this game out. And let me know what old school sports title I should explore next. Until next time, peace.